Good morning, distinguished guests, colleagues, and friends. Thank you for joining us today to Arab Center, Washington, D.C.'s 9th annual conference. I am pleased to welcome you all for this timely and critical discussion, focusing on two of the most pressing issues shaping global affairs today: the U.S. presidential elections and the war on Gaza. This conference seeks to offer unique perspectives on the current state of U.S. foreign policy, the impact of the Gaza war on the elections, and the future of U.S. global standing and influence in light of its policy towards the war. Over the past almost 12 months, we have witnessed paradigm-shifting developments in international affairs, ones that will have significant consequences for many years to come, and that have already undermined the status of human rights, international law, and the rules-based global order. As of today, more than 42,000 Palestinians in Gaza have been killed, including at least 16,500 children. Almost 100,000 have been injured, and 10,000 are missing, while millions remain displaced, and many face starvation, disease, destruction, arrest, and torture. Some experts even estimate the number of people killed at close to 350,000. As the war on Gaza continues and spreads to Lebanon, with continuing and ongoing indiscriminate attacks, and as the annexation and aggression against the Palestinians in the West Bank escalate, very little is being done to defend the post-World War II global order, the very order of which the United States was one of the main architects. The United Nations, the Geneva Conventions, and the international legal mechanisms have all failed to stop war crimes and the violations of international humanitarian law and to prevent genocide. In Gaza and from now on elsewhere, the war on Gaza, which many prominent legal scholars have concluded amounts to genocide, along with the unconditional and persistent U.S. support, have exposed the failures of international law and the international legal system and the global order. And they have unveiled the shortcomings of the norms and principles governing them. U.S. support for Israel's war has also eroded U.S. credibility and its ability to invoke international law and project soft power going forward. It has also fueled resentment across the globe, chipping away at U.S. global standing and influence. As we approach another pivotal presidential election, we are now at a critical juncture for U.S. foreign policy. This election will have profound implications, not only for the United States and how it engages on the global stage, but also for the world at large, especially in the Middle East and North Africa region. Will the next administration continue to support the status quo, or will it seek new approaches that align U.S. foreign policy with its stated values of democracy and human rights and with the demands of the American people? Are democracy and First Amendment rights here in the United States at risk? How significant is the Gaza war for American voters? And how is public opinion changing regarding U.S. policy towards Israel? Are we seeing the emergence of a new global order, one that does not center the United States, but gives rise to the global South? Is it time to reform the international legal system? And how can the next U.S. administration position itself and its role in the world in a way that underscores US commitments to human rights and just security, rather than short-term stability, the security of repressive regimes, and militarism. These are some of the questions that we will grapple with today throughout the day during the conference, as we hear from seasoned experts who have joined us from different places and disciplines. And I'd like to express special thanks to all the speakers for taking the time to be with us today. We are grateful for their participation, and I very much look forward to a thoughtful and robust discussion on these critical issues. Finally, thanks to all of you, the audience, for joining us. We have about 650 people, both here in person at the National Press Club and online via Zoom. I hope you will find the discussions of the day enriching and insightful.